Hey everyone, Alicia from Budget with Alicia here. I am doing a little bit of a different video. I want to talk about a product, or I guess a couple of products that are up on my Etsy shop right now. So if you're watching this video, it's already live and they're already on sale for 20% off. So all of my printable things, including this new product, are all 20% off my shop all the way until October 23rd, 2021. So make sure to go check that out and get those items if you've been thinking about getting my normal bundles. I have a savings tracker. I have trackers for your cash envelopes all up on there that are printables, and they're all 20% off right now, as well as this new Christmas budget breakdown and Christmas transaction log duos. So in the listing, you will get all four. So there's 2 sheets for each duo, and then there's 2 duos, and you get all 4 for the price of like the listing. So there isn't an option for you to buy both or to buy one or the other. You'll just get both. I was gonna do them separate, but I thought, you know what, let's just put them all together in one listing. So you can either use a combination of the 2, just use one of them, whatever you want. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing 2 different ones, and I'm gonna show you both of them. And they're up on my shop right now. I think that they are like $2.39, like $2.39 for all 4 pages of printables right now. They're $2.99 normally, so make sure to go and get them before the 23rd. But here they are. So here is the first one. So this is for all my zillennials that are just like me. I'll bring it up so you can see the full thing here maybe. So here's what it looks like in total. So it has the Mean Girls on the top here. It says Christmas budget breakdown. And this sheet here you can use to, there's a thing here. So you can use this to track and budget. Let's bring this closer so you guys can see it better. Budget everything. So you can say like what you want to spend all together. You can either do that first. So if you're somebody like me who saved a certain amount of money all year round for it, and you know how much you have to spend, you can fill this in first. If you're somebody who needs to figure out how much they need to come up with in order to do everything they need to do at Christmas, then you can fill out the rest of the sheet first and then figure out roughly what you're going to need to save between now and then. I wanted to put this out early because I think that it's important to budget early. I also know that a lot of people order online, either by a small business, which is really nice to support the small businesses, or like Amazon and stuff. So people are going to start ordering probably sooner rather than later. I know that this is only mid-October, but I wanted to get this up early because I think budgeting for Christmas needs to be done ahead of time and ahead of most of the shopping part of it. So that is why I'm coming out with it now. Where am I going with this? I don't even know. But basically you have a long spot here where you can put each person you need to buy for and how much you think you want to spend on those each people. So you can add that up and figure out how much you need for gifts. Then I have a spot here for decoration. So if you have the certain decoration, so let's say you need a new tree, you can put tree, how much you want to spend on it. If you need new lights, whatever. Then for food, you can do like certain dishes. So if you're somebody who goes to different family events or to 2 different houses for dinner, and let's say you need to bring a dessert, you can say, oh, I'm bringing pumpkin pie. That's on my head right now because Thanksgiving was last week. So let's say pumpkin pie, and either you're going to buy it or make it, whatever, how much you're going to need for that. And you can do that for all the different things you need to buy. And these ones over here are blank. So if you need more of a food category or something, you could use this one next to it. And then also for wrapping supplies, you can do a budget for that. Then of course I left these 3 blank, like I said, so you can use these for different things. I wanted to let it be a little bit open, and so that you can fill it in based on what you actually need to get, because people do different things. Some people do giving at Christmas. Some people do Christmas cards that they might want to allocate money for. Some people might need to travel like longer distances to get to Christmas events and things like that. But I didn't want to put those in because those ones aren't super, like it's not an every person thing, where I feel like gifts, decorations, food, wrapping, those things are pretty standard. Maybe not decorations, but a lot of people buy some decorations each year and that kind of thing. Gifts is obviously pretty standard. Bringing a food item's pretty standard, and wrapping supplies you obviously probably need unless you have lots from last year. But I wanted to kind of make it a little bit that you can use make this work for you, which is why I left a couple of them blank. And you can also use them for these categories if you spend more money than this or have more things to buy than this. Or you can also just print a second sheet if you want to. Then the second sheet is the Christmas spending tracker. So on here, you can print as many as you need to for each individual item. And then you can put the person, the gift, the store you bought it at, or where online you got it, the price of it, and then your total. So you can continue to add up and you can see where you're at on your budget from the first page. Like let's say you've bought 6 items or whatever, and you're at $200, then you know like, oh, I have X amount left kind of thing. Another tip I would have is, I know lots of people know this from, if you watch The Budget Mom or other people who usually highlight their transaction logs, which is what I do, but I know I don't really show it very often. I should probably show that sometime, but if you were to highlight for each individual person had a different highlight color, then you can easily see, oh, I spent like X amount on one person, or oh, I bought in one person like 7 more gifts. Sorry, 7 more gifts than everybody else. I really need to stop buying for them and buy for other people or whatever. You can easily see it then if you do like, you know, your brother all in blue and your mom all in peach and your whatever, right? So you can do that. Another reason why I wanted to get this out early is because people are going to start buying and you don't want to have to backlog on everything you spent. I've already bought a few things throughout the year that I'm going to have to backtrack and figure out how much they were. So I wanted to get this out ahead of time because of that. Now the other design is a more Christmassy standard design. So it is, my printer prints this really dark. It's not actually this dark. It's a Christmas tree, and it's also the lighting in here, I think, too. But it's like a Christmas tree with some stars and like different ornaments on it. And so it looks like this. It's basically the exact same. It just has a different header. And then it's the same on this one as well. So you will get all 4 sheets for the same price. They'll all be digital downloads. So you'll get a PDF for all 4. You can just print them off, as many copies as you need, and kind of go from there. But I wanted to get these up. I had put on my Instagram that people were interested in having them. And I thought, you know what? I know it's not even Halloween yet, but people are going to start shopping soon, especially the online shoppers, like I said, because shipping gets really, really backed up. If you wait until like mid-November, it gets really, really busy, especially with Black Friday and everything. So I know that some people like to get things done ahead of time. So I wanted to make sure that this was up and ready for you guys. But I will be back next week with a cash envelope. No, next week with my budget with me on Friday. And then I am going away with my grandma and my mom on Saturday overnight. So I may or may not have my cash envelope stuffing up on Monday. I'm going to try to film it on Friday night before we leave, but I know I'm going to have to pack and everything for Saturday morning. So I don't know if and I don't know what time I'll be back on Sunday. So I may not get it funded and stuff until Monday after work, possibly. I'm going to try and do it Friday though. But just a heads up that it may be on Tuesday that the cash envelope stuffing goes up, which is the 26th of October, but hopefully before then. And then I will also be trying to film some B-roll and stuff and a bit of a vlog of my trip with my grandma and my mom, because I know that you guys have stuck with me as I saved and saved and saved and saved and saved last year and this year for this getaway. So I want to bring you guys along. I'm going to try and get an idea of the breakdown of things, but I do want to say this is more to show you guys that you can take time to spend money. It's not a frugal trip. I'm going to be, you know, letting loose and spending a little bit more money than I normally would. I'm going to let my grandma and my mom spend some money. We're probably going to have a very expensive dinner. I don't know for sure where we're going or anything, but I just want to give you guys a heads up that this is not a traditional thing or a normal spending habit for me. I kind of feel weird when I try and post videos where I'm spending money, because I feel like the point of my channel is more about how to save money and how to be intentional with savings and paying off debt and that kind of thing. So I feel kind of weird with that, but I also think that it's important to recognize that you don't have to be frugal 100% of the time. It can be more like 90% of the time, or 75% of the time, or whatever, depending on your goals. Now, I also do want to mention that I am debt-free. So that is also a factor involved in this. I didn't start saving for the getaway until after I was debt-free. So I do want to also take that into account. But anyways, that's completely beside the point, but I wanted to say that while I'm there. So down below will be the link for my Etsy shop. Everything's on sale. And I'll also, you'll be able to find these and you can print them off right away and get started with budgeting for Christmas. Thanks, guys. Bye.